So I was just happy that I got it.
Hey, Greg, you guys are still leading the league in run defense. Secondary plays a role in that. When you watch the tape, what stands out about the physicality and mindset of your group?
Yeah, I think the front seven handles a lot of that for us. They do a great job at setting the edge, shedding blocks and making plays. We got unbelievable linebackers that run sideline to sideline with the best of them. So they do a lot. They do a great job for us as corners, not having the edge be, shortened or anything. They do a great job of allowing us to, play with our strengths. So they've been doing a great job this season.
What stands out to you just about how physical this defense has been, especially the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, like you said, just how physical. Every single game, our goal is to be the more physical team. That's what we stand on. That's been our blueprint. So it all starts up front, and them guys have been doing a great job this season at doing that.
And what have you seen from Jarian just since you kind of got here? Just kind of seen him grow and develop over the past month, 2 months.
Yeah, he's a baller. I've been watching him last year when he was here. I think he's the most underrated guy in the NFL. He can tackle, he can cover, he can blitz, he can play inside, he can play outside. That's something I had to do in my career, and that's not an easy job to do. So I think he's a hell of a player, and I think he's the most underrated corner in the NFL.
And what does it mean to you being in a meaningful playoff push, after, the first couple of years of your career? Obviously, this is the first time you've been on a team that's kind of on the trajectory.
Yeah, so I went to the playoffs one time, and it didn't go the way that I wanted. So I'm super excited for the opportunity to get back to that. But at the end of the day, we got to handle our business these last few games. We've been doing a great job. We got the Jets this week, and we got to find a way to keep getting wins and keeping that momentum up going into the playoffs.
The handshake with you and Antonio, what is it, and where did it come from? How did you guys come up with that?
Yeah, we was on the field, and like in Cleveland, I had handshakes with everybody. I was like, I got to get a handshake. So we did the little Josh thing and then kicked after. But we both kind of thought of that on the field. This was at practice probably like 2 weeks ago.
And just being able to have fun on the field, like the celebrations after takeaways, all of that, just how much more does that give you guys as a defense knowing, like, that part of the game is important too?
Yeah, I think that's a big help for us. Like, that's something that I used to do all the time. I celebrate all the time. I don't care what happens. It could be 2nd and 1, I get a tackle. You could throw the ball 50 yards over the receiver, I'm still going to celebrate because it brings the energy of that offense down. Like, teams don't like seeing other teams celebrate. So with us being able to do that, like, it's really an edge, and we got to continue to do that, and we got to continue to do that even more.
Hey, Greg, what's the process for you that works best when you start digging into the Jets? Do you look at cut-ups down and distance, or do you like watching the entire series to see how they operate?
Yeah, it kind of, you do first and second down, drop back, play action. You try to get formation tails that you can go into the week and just be confident on. I go into games with, probably three formations on each down and distance that I know, like, all right, if this comes, I'll be ready for it. So you kind of break down first, second down, you go to third down, you go to red zone, high red. You kind of do that each and every day. So you don't do everything at once. And I don't really watch a full game probably until later in the week after I didn't already got through, first, second down, red zone. And then I go into a full game and go in like, all right, what am I going to expect here? And I kind of just try to do it like that. So it's definitely a lengthy process. Jordan Lewis has been doing a great job with us as well, being the true vet in that corner room. I be forgetting I'm a vet now too, technically. But, he does a great job. We meet as DBs pretty much every single day, going over film after the day's over just to get tails on teams.
Greg, now that you've been in this system for a while now, what do you like about what Coach Camp's philosophy and scheme is, and how does that help you with your skill set?
Yeah, I think he does a great job of putting guys in positions for them to be successful. Like, every guy has a unique talent. Every guy does things well, some more well than others, and I think he does a great job at putting us in positions to succeed. Since I've been here, obviously just learning the system, obviously, I'm coming from a press man all the time defense to now playing a little bit more different things. But I think he's done a great job of adjusting and allowing me to get up there and challenge a little bit more. So I think Camp is a hell of a coach, and I really enjoy playing for him.
What stands out to you about Liam? You know, you come here in the middle of the season, how he reaches guys, the way he, deals with players and talks to the team. What stands out to you about him?
Yeah, he's a motivator. He does a great job of getting us ready to go all the time. He's a player's coach. Like, you can go talk to him about anything, and he's always going to be there. A guy that literally on the field every single day checks in on you, makes sure your mental's good. But I think Liam is a great coach. Like, for this to be his first year is unbelievable. I think he should win Coach of the Year. He's been doing a great job of just getting guys to really buy in. I feel like that's the biggest thing of a coach. Like, get guys to truly buy in and want to play for you. Like, and I think you can kind of see that how this team is playing. Like, we want to play for our coaches, and that's the recipe for success.
Isn't it hard to motivate guys that have been in the league for a while? So how does he reach you guys that have been around? Like you said, you're a vet now.
Yeah.
What's the way that he reaches you guys that way? What does he say? What do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think it's just how, he handles his business, how he conducts himself. Like, he doesn't point the blame. I feel like that's one thing that, like, can kind of get the locker room to separate. When a coach points blame, like, over a bad play or a bad loss or anything like that, he never points the blame. He always points it right back at himself. And you can respect the coach like that. So I think he does a great job, like I said, of doing that, holding guys accountable, but always knowing, like, everyone can be better, and he always starts with himself.
Have you ever played for a guy who runs into the locker room like that after a win?
Runs like that. I mean, so in Cleveland, we didn't obviously have a lot of great seasons, but the season we did have great, Stefanski would definitely be like that. But Liam brings a ton of juice, and it's super dope to see.
The stuff you were talking about with, the way he leads and motivates, is that culture?
Yeah, I think that's a culture. No, for sure. I think that's a culture thing, because at the end of the day, culture starts here and it goes down. So I think that's definitely a culture thing, and you can kind of see the way we are as players is a reflection of our head coach. So I definitely think it starts up top and it trickles down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
You don't want
Big time.
So, Tim, no gloves yesterday.
No gloves.
What kind of difference did that make, and how long have you been doing that?
I just feel like when it's raining, snowing, anything, I feel like I actually want to touch the ball, feel the ball. With gloves, you could get the smallest drop of water on it, and it makes them super slick, and I just wanted to be able to, it's kind of like, I was just telling him it's like a mental thing just to trust my hands. Like, I don't have no excuse. If I have gloves on, it's my hands catching the ball. If I got gloves on, I'm like, oh, it was a glove, that's why I dropped it.
Catch on the other sideline. You sort of really led the catch in. If it was a regular day, would you try to hit that in stride? Did you be a lot more cautious?
The first one, you talk about the first one? Yeah, it was one of those, I just wanted to make sure I got the catch. It was third down. It was 2-minute drill. It's huge to get points before half. So I kind of just made sure I secured the catch. If it was warm, I think I would have been able to probably score on that.
Tim, what's making this offense work right now?
Honestly, Trevor, QB. He's facilitating to everybody. He has full control of the offense. He's running when he needs to run. He's throwing when he needs to throw. And obviously the run game and our line. I think we understand what type of team we are and the type of team that we want to be. We want to run the ball. We want to be physical. And when we need to throw the ball, we're going to throw the ball and we're going to make plays.
Your touchdown, is that a great example of how way Trevor can escape and elude and keep the play going? And does that require a little bit of alertness on the receiver's part?
It's just having him back there. It's just, the play's never over, never truly over. So, like, maybe if you don't get open in the first window of it, he's going to make something happen. So you can make sure you get open in that second window. And having a guy like that, it makes it hard for defense to really prepare for us, because maybe if you scheme us up on the play, he scrambles out, it's a whole new play, and we have another opportunity to get open again.
When you struggle at times, like Brian has maybe early in the season, and you have a game like yesterday, how much does that shoot confidence through the roof, and how helpful is that?
Yeah, I think, like early on, he would tell you he wasn't playing his best, but the past couple of games that he has played, I'm pretty sure he hasn't had a drop in a while. I think his confidence is there. I think this game he felt more close to being healthy with the ankle injury he's been dealing with. And to go out there in a rainy game and to make the catches that he made against a great opponent, it doesn't get any better than that. And I know his confidence is exactly where it needs to be right now.
That second pass, how special of a play was that, just for a passing offense?
It's huge. Every play he makes is huge because we all know what he's capable of. And to go out there and remind people who the hell he is, it's exciting, man. Like, all the D plays I was in and I had a job, but if you look at it, I'm watching because I know where the ball's going, and I'm watching to make sure he makes a play so I could celebrate with him, and it was fun.
When you guys are able to push the ball downfield, like you were yesterday, how does that help the offense and the passing game?
It opens up everything. It makes the DBs play us honest. It makes them think about putting two safeties back, and then you put two safeties back, then we're going to run it down your throat. So it's one of those things, everything works together in this offense. If we're running the ball good, we're going to run the ball. If they're slowing down the run, we're going to take it up top. It's kind of pick your poison right now.
The touchdown, you had the shrug. What was kind of your message with that? What were you saying?
Honestly, I had something else in mind, a little bit more disrespectful, but when I caught it, I was on the ground and I seen like 5 cameramen right there, and I'm just like, hey, it worked. The play didn't look the best, but it worked. We got the touchdown. So that's there was nothing about that. It was just I was just living in the moment.
Celebrating after moments like that, just how much energy does that kind of shoot into the team? Because obviously the offense is going off the field, the defense is coming back on.
It's big, man. One thing in this league, energy is contagious, and everything I do out there, I just try to make sure I bring that energy to make sure everybody's on the same board. Because like we play a hard physical sport, and sometimes we forget we're playing a kids game and we're a little bit too serious. So I try to bring people back to reality, like, hey, we're playing the game at the end of the day. Yeah, we want to win, but let's have fun with it.
So are you saving that other celebration for later? Or
It was something that was just for them.
You want to tell us what it was?
No.
I didn't-
All right, thank you, Tim.